So in this video, I just want to talk about it's okay to be angry. And I'm going to share with you a tool as to how to get this anger out. So recently I was having a conversation with someone and they were sharing with me how when they're in conflict with their parents, one of the ways how they work through that conflict is to notice that the anger is coming out, and so they would breathe through it and then let it out. So after they told me that, I asked, well, how are you taking care of your own anger? Because here's the thing, sometimes as parents, sometimes as a child, as someone who is doing the personal development work, we hold a lot of other people's emotions, especially for parents. For me, for example, I have to hold a lot of space for my son to work through his own emotions. So sometimes he may feel disappointed because he doesn't get any more screen time. Sometimes he gets frustrated or feels disempowered when we tell him that it's time to brush teeth, and he feels like he has no choice. So he would have a lot of his outbursts. And so I have to help him navigate through all that. And so in turn, I'm actually absorbing a lot of that emotion. And then there was also another time where something happened, and then I snapped at my husband, and then he was like, "Why are you so angry? I've never seen you like that." And he got upset about it. And so the next day I tried to understand what was going on. I apologized. And of course, right away my son was having his meltdown of not wanting to brush teeth, and so I felt it. I was having a moment where, you know what, why is it that it's okay for other people to be angry, to be frustrated, and to express all of those emotions, but it's not okay for me to be angry, to be frustrated, and then I get blamed for saying that it's hurtful for what I say. And of course, like after much reflection, I was like, okay, well, there was actually an thing that I did not address. So I was kind of absorbing a lot of these things that are happening, and I was also absorbing a lot of things that are happening at my own workplace. So it was all of these accumulation of emotions that I never really tapped into or processed, because as a person who is in this personal development work, part of my thinking is, oh, I got the tools to hold space for other people, to let other people express their emotions, and for some odd reason, I just feel like my emotions was, okay, I'm okay. And then I put it off to one side. But in the same sense, I did not actually take care of it. I just shoved it somewhere else. And so this is what I want to share with you. I have to learn to acknowledge that I am angry, and at the same time I have to learn not to process this anger in front of other people. I try to, I'm still learning how to take this angry piece away from other people. Because what happens is, when everyone is angry at a situation, then it becomes a very toxic environment. So I'm also learning to take my share of my anger away so I can take care of it on my own. But it doesn't mean I'm not angry. It doesn't mean I don't have to look at it. I still need to look at it. It's just I have to look at it on my own terms, in my own way. Sometimes for you, it may be finding the right person to talk to. Sometimes you just have to figure out a way that works best for you to process your anger. And I'm going to share with you one way to process your anger. And I learned this from Jean Ong when I took her release course. It's called Scream Therapy. And I also share this with other people because I've been doing this so often. And basically is, you find a place and time for you to scream. You can just do 5 to 15 seconds of screaming. You can scream for longer if you want to. If you don't have space, you can go to the woods to scream. You can drive a car somewhere and scream inside the car, or you can scream in the pillow when you're in the bedroom. Or what I do is I do silent screaming. What that is when I'm in the washroom taking my shower and I would just scream, in the sense that I'm letting the air out from my lungs, through my throat, through my mouth, and out my lips, but I just don't let the sound out. But I let myself have the screaming session to let whatever energy that is stuck inside of my body to move out of me, because I don't need it stuck inside of me. And this is the analogy that Jean talked about, which is we're all like buckets. And any emotions that we carry throughout the day, throughout the months, throughout the years, it gets accumulated in this bucket. And so we have to empty this bucket out from time to time. So it doesn't really matter whether it's if you're angry or whatnot. It doesn't matter what emotion it is. You're just emptying out the bucket. So when I scream sometimes, I would just see what comes up in my mind. So it could be flashes of different scenarios throughout the day, or it could be for one particular situation or scenario, and whatever I catch onto, I just kind of focus on it. I just scream it out, and I will move through different scenarios and I will just scream it out. Or if I don't think of anything, I just let myself scream it out. It doesn't matter. And so for me, after I scream and I kind of become aware of what it is, then I will take that one step further to process it. But for people who are new to this, all you have to do is just scream. Let yourself have this moment for yourself to acknowledge that it is frustrating, it is painful, it is whatever it is that you're feeling. And nothing has gone wrong, it just is that feeling. And once we let this emotion out, then we will have a little bit more space to take care of other things in life. This is just a practice I want to share with you. If you want to learn more about this, you can check out Jean Ong's. She just recently have her new book that's coming out, and she'll be having a celebration party. So I'm really excited for her. So please go and check her stuff out. If you feel that you would like someone to walk this journey with you, please look for someone who resonates with you, that can hold that space for you. I may not be the one who would work for you, but look for someone to help you with this journey, because it's hard to see what you don't see. That's why we hire coaches or we hire mentors to see our blind spots for us, to reflect that you don't see. And so contact me if you feel that I resonate with you, or go look for someone who can hold the space for you. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. That's all. Sending you lots of love and strength.